Hello everybody, it's 19123 here, and this is a Thomson layout. This is my 7th layout, and I hope you enjoy. Well, this is my 7th layout. It's one of the biggest layouts I've built. It's got the most space in my layouts, but I'll give you a big overview first. So here's my layout. This is one of the biggest spaced out layouts I've ever had. Sorry for the wind outside. It's really gusting about where I live. As you can see, it's quite nice, quite intricate, just like my last layout. I'm going to go into detail now. So where should we start? I'll start at Elbridge station, the second biggest station on the island, on my version of the island. So we have got Arthur with the Waterworks cart. I haven't had them in a layout for ages. Then we have Percy with the mail. Sorry about that, I was doing something else. Then we have Stepney here. Let's give a view of Stepney. Stepney with the milk, and my Thomas with with Annie and Clara at Elbridge. We'll lead off Thomas's line, because these two are sidings. We'll lead off Thomas's line, and it comes into the docks, and we have a cargo car. It comes under the cargo crane. As I did in my last layout, this is like the side of the docks. These two lines go into a work shed. This line coming off Thomas's line, this is the other line. I'll show that in a second. This comes off here, comes to a point that goes into Salty shed. There's a little Hornby one. Then this point goes into a good shed where some cargo cars are. These two lines we'll get in a second. Here's Cranky leading off this point off the second line, going round and coming into Brendam sheds. We have Norman, Paxton, Frank, Belko, Sydney, and Bill and Ben. So we'll go around the other side, so you can see. So it's really hard to get through this part of the layout. There we go. Comes to Wellsworth station out the back of the goods shed. The pedestrian bridges. But I have to stand up, sorry. Let's go to the other side. Then these two lines coming round. That splits off goes to the narrow gauge sheds, but we'll get there in a second. This line goes round under my massive bridge and comes into this line under the signal house, comes round into back to Thomas. The second line we'll go to now, however, as I'm only garden at Natford at the moment with the express. This line comes round up here, up onto the Henry's Tunnel. There's Winston talking to Caitlin, and there's my custom Caitlin coaches. There'll be a review on her coming up soon, so stay tuned for that, guys. There we go. Then we come down here, and come to this point where Jack is, and the pack. As I saw in my layout 6 video, there was like a bit of rubble going on somewhere around Marin, I think it was. But now this rubble's come to here, so it's like transferred to here. So like all the packs working hard. Then come down to a point, comes to Farquhar station. Now tell me one. Then comes down here, comes to Hang. So straighten that track. Bit bumpy that. So there's Hank with some cargo cars, looking on the track, talking to Butch, and Jeremy, and tag him off at the airfield. You see my airfield is on the side of my layout, instead of in my layout. Then this line comes obviously through here. I'll go to the narrow gauge sheds. I just plopped this in so I could have a place where I could put my narrow gauge engines. Then we come from here, from the second line, so you just saw my foot there, comes to a station. Now all my narrow gauge engines are here. Let's have to pull these guys out. there's Marvin, Renee, Scally, Duncan, and Cully. You can't really see them, but I'll just play you out for now. So there's Cully. There's Duncan. This shit's really nice. There's Scally. There's Renee's. Yeah, just shove him in the shit. There's Marvin there. And there's Rusty, bit lopsided. There's Handel, Bertram, Peter, Sam, and Mike Mac. Then this line just leads round back to Knapford Station. We'll do two other lines that are pretty much parallel. And then we'll get onto the first line after. So these two lines come under the bridge. All the lines come under the bridge. These two come round. Come to Maythwaite, where Flora and Stanley and his coaches are. It's a cross track, and there's Maythwaite Village. The two archstone bridges. The village there. These are the Brio coaches, by the way. And there's Neville with the scrap cards and my custom spiteful brake van. I will get the actual Thomas from earlier on. This is just a temporary. There we go. And these two lines come round and get to one of my favourite parts, the layout, the yards. Let's just come up here. We'll follow the outer line first, and then we'll get to the inner line. Let's come round here. And then these two lines come round. This line goes into Aylesbury with 5 Scotland on Silicocha. And this line comes down, comes to a point. It's going off there, but we'll get there when we get to the other line. Then comes the Donald Douglas and his shed, and Tinmouth Station. There's the 5 Scotsman shed, level crossing. Then there's Henry and the yard, but we'll get there in a sec. Then this line goes off to the yard where Duck is. And these two lines go into Tinmouth sheds, where we have Edward and James talking to Oliver. Then these two lines we'll get to in a second. There's the scrapyard. But we're going to the yard now. This is my favourite part of the layout. It comes around here to Henry, to the brown turntable. If we go straight across the turntable, coming into the diesel sheds, we have Harry, Bert, Diesel, Dart, and Den. They're the two new characters I got in my Christmas video. If you saw it, it's on YouTube, by the way. Then if you come this way off the turntable, you come to the Chandelier cars. From that way off the turntable, we come into with Annie and Clarabelle. Come this way off into the 3 switch, we have Scruffy, Rickety, and Fred. A Great Wilson truck, Giggling, Wilson truck. Then 2 ballast cars. The Sutter repairs ballast car, but I'm just going to use it as a regular ballast car. My 3 Great Wilson trucks, as I said. Then there's that Giggling Wilson truck. My custom Wilson brake van. Then my actual Wilson brake van. Then chocolate factories and the cargo station. And this line is where my 996 duck is. I love this duck. I'm trying to get a 994 one. Comes round here and down there where Caroline is. Oh, fence is a bit knocked out there. There we go. Okay, now we'll get to go around the rest of the layout. We come round here. Sorry, it's really hard to get under here. To my 4-bay bridges. I haven't done this in my layout for ages. Since my layout 2, wasn't it? Oh, a bunch of trees knocked over. Just tip these back on. It's been really windy up here and the panel fell out. And these 2 lines come round. And that line's off comes to where Hank is. As I said, there's Henry's Forest. And these 2 lines come up onto the viaduct where Caitlin is. Come down and go to Gordon's line. But then this line over here, sorry, with Madge's, and then comes round here up the Quarry Mine Tunnel, up and round where we have Emily and Molly pulling trains. It comes round here through the middle of Gordon's Hill, up the mountain tunnel. Then comes down to Crovansgate Station. Then comes round and there's Proteus, it was a monument. It was in a Series 10 episode, I think. Then it comes round into a shed with a big city engine, Billy, and the breakdown train. So you can see that in there, yep. And then this line comes over the other line, Then comes to the cement works. So let's try and get a better look at that. And here's Fergus, as I said, with the cement works. Comes round to the watermill. Over the exclusive one that came in, exclusive arch on bridge. They came with Edward the Great race set. Then round here we have there's the cross station. There's a station there and a station there. Then we have Harvey and Sir Harry, and ages since I had him in my layout. Then we'll come round to Neville and the scrap cars. Then we'll swap over to the branch line, and that's over here at this cross track. I forgot to mention that. And we'll lead this way first. Comes over here through past the oil depot. Comes round a really sharp curve over the top of this big bridge. Comes down into T-switch, then comes into a yard with Dennis and Mavis are with some trucks. Whiff has the gold cars, Dennis has some of the aquarium cars, Mavis has the other part of the aquarium cars and the ice car. And then we come across Harvey's and Sir Harry's line, comes round, splits off here, then comes to Mike at the T-switch. We have Ferdinand and Hector. And then we have Murdoch. And this line just leads round to here, and here, a Belco's line. Sorry, I got a bad throat. Yes, sorry about that. We'll lead this line first, and comes round to Rosie with the sawmill cars. That's the Henry Forest log car, and that's the sawmill car. They come round to Marion Station where Cooley is, and the Fat Control and Thumper working away. Then there's the signal box. And this line leads round, bypasses Henry's Tunnel. You can either go up there and round and down, or you can come through Molly's line, past Burnett Stone's house. That was going up in my latest film. Then it comes round to the windmill, comes round through Henry's Tunnel, and comes back to here. Now we'll get to the Steamworks. This line leads from here, this points onto here, leads under through the tunnel of the Gordon's Hill, of the mountain tunnel. And this leads out, breaks out here, coming into the Steamworks, the Victorstown Steamworks. We have Victor, the 284s, Spencer and Dwight the Eisenhower. Then comes round here to my single engine shed. We have Toby and a few houses, red top houses, and Thomas comes to breakfast house. Victor, and it leads under here through these 3 tracks and leads out to Duke's shed where he's resting and dozing. So that's my layout. I'll give you another big overview of the layout. Yep, so we'll just lead over here. This might stay until the end of season 2. It may not. I can't make any promises. There will be changes to this layout. As you know, I don't keep a layout for long, but I'll have to arc it for a long time because I felt a bit ill and I couldn't really get off here and change the layout. So, thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching, and sorry, I was gonna end the video, but there'll be an upcoming movie in the next 2 weeks. It'll be out during those next 2 weeks. It might not be, but part 1 of Revenge of the Diesels will be out. Thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.